Hey, the doorknob came off.
What, you broke it?
Of course you did.
Is that how you open a door in your house? I mean, you just...
No, it was...
You guys, I think this is the escape room.
What?
What? Hold on, it's starting right now?
Yes!
Each of the set is almost the nemesis in the film. The journey that these rooms go on, one of them tries to crush you, one of them tries to burn you, one of them tries to drown you. It's an incredible journey, so it's a really exciting project.
Sets are an incredible inspiration. Every time you walk into one of these spaces and you see the amount of work that went into them and the thought, and you just want to live up to that. You don't want the pre-production planning to suddenly fall short because your performance couldn't live up to it.
Ed brought so much to the table because he's just so inveterate and he's done so many movies. Ed Thomas was on the ground well before I was, crewing up and getting his battalion of amazing technicians behind him.
Adam's previous films are quite scary, so I think he's very good at creating that sort of very menacing, claustrophobic environment.
Where's the clock? I don't see a goddamn clock!
What is that? Glass half full. At least it's warm in here.
Then from the ice room, we move into the billiard room. Stunt-wise, it's the favorite room for the show.
For me, there will be a couple of jumps that were really quite scary. Jumps where I was on a safety line in case I missed, jumping a 6-foot gap and grabbing onto something with my hands.
Hang on!
But I had to do it. There's no assistance in getting that stunt completed.
The game is designed so they always win.
Because of the tight spaces and the claustrophobic type feel and the way that they're shooting it, we're also not able to use the stunt doubles as much as maybe we would want to. It means that most of the time you're seeing things, it's with the actors themselves. And we've got Zoe falling off the bookshelf and landing on the ground.
Stunts is one of my favorite departments to work with. Grant and his whole team, they just have a lot of fun and they give you a lot of inspiration and make you feel like you can kind of do anything.
What the hell was she gonna do with that?
Breathe, bitch!
I hate this room so much.
You've got Mike and Beng hanging on this bookshelf that gets pushed down for 20 degrees, then 35 degrees, and they're hanging on there.
We did some cool stunt training. I had to do quite an intense stunt routine in this room, actually. We had to get up on this bookshelf right here and hang from harnesses for quite a few days.
Come on, give me your hand.
Each room has its own stunt, whether it be a hole in the middle of the ice, or whether it's being in a room where you're on ropes for 8 days, or whether it's a room that spins around and you have to do a fight scene.
Obviously, as producers, we're just super excited to have our films greenlit, but once we do, bringing in the director of photography, bringing in the production designer, stunts, VFX, it's an experience. It's a super fun journey.
Dumb question. Are we outside? Am I stone cold tripping?
Stone cold.
This cast killed it, and they were all so committed, they were all so good. They all brought so much more to the table than I could have ever imagined.
The story is definitely about the interaction of strangers and how will they together survive the challenges that they come up against. And their backstories are revealed through that journey. And you don't know what brought them all together, and that's revealed throughout the process of them going through the maze.
This serves as an entry voucher
for Minos Escape Rooms.
We are in our ice room, which, as you can see, is a winter wonderland. It's like Narnia.
Are we outside?
So the ice room was a real challenge. It's the biggest set that we did, but to find the amount of trees to populate it was quite interesting.
The whole room is ice. A conceit is that the puzzle makers have built a giant tank, frozen, and the side is paneled with refrigerator panels.
I was keen that room, in all of the rooms really, that they were real, that I wanted it to look like a fridge.
When I first walked in, it really feels like you're outside. You have these huge pine trees, and so you really kind of feel transported to a whole different space. We should look for clues.
Mark Spicer, our DP, said, look, we need to bring in some atmosphere and create some fog. And the fog was basically like a giant fishbowl where we're breathing in this horrible atmospheric crap for days on end. But it looked amazing.
Where's the clock? I don't see the goddamn clock! The sets help the performance. Our set designers did such an amazing job with all of them.
Everything is safe. So you become very intimate with the space and with the elements at play in there. And it really does take on a life of its own.
Whoa.
Yeah, the sets are quite important players in the film. They've also got kind of characters to them.
This is my room.
And with each room comes another anxiety.
5 rooms, okay. So that means we just need to do that 4 more times.